ready for the start of the second half here at the GPW Recruitment Stadium, Knowsley Road. St Helens 18, Leeds 6. Saints will get us underway at the start of this second half. Saints, who have already lost their 100% home record this year, beaten 20 points to 19 by Hull Kingston Rovers last month. The first time they'd lost here for 19 games, stretching back to last April. Leeds 100% record, full stop, over the course of Super League 14 so far, is threatened in the next 40 minutes.
Going to be interesting to see how Brian McLennan has addressed his charges at the half-time break. Will they change their tactics? In the first 20 minutes, they were quite happy to just utilise the flat pass with the forwards. It was only when they got into a good attacking position that they became a little bit more adventurous. Maybe they might start to do that deep within their own half in this second stanza.
A significant positional change for Leeds. You see the player about to get the ball here, number 20, Ashley Gibson, primarily a centre, and he started the second half going in behind the play the ball on 3 of the 4 plays.
Well, did the ball play the man? If that's the case, it would be St Helens' feed. There is Ashley Gibson, Sinfield. Powers the kick into Fasavalu.
It is a significant change for the Leeds Rhinos, but Ashley Gibson did play hooker for England in the Federation Shield under a certain Paul Cullen in 2006.
He did. We're a little bit short. Matt Diskin actually volunteered to come back from an injury and play in that competition. And when he needed a spell, Ashley Gibson stepped in from centre and played exceptionally well.
So no stranger to the role, Ashley Gibson. This, meanwhile, is Chris Flannery for the Saints.
I'm sure that Mick Potter, the Saints boss, would have said, let's just keep it. Oh, and that silly play by Senior. Whether that's frustration or just the lack of understanding. Look, you've finished the tackle and then he tries to turtle Flannery. And he's just given away 25 very valuable yards to Saints.
Him and Cunningham, though, a fantastic record, having scored tries in each of the 14 seasons in Super League so far. We'll bring this all the way back because the referee not happy that play was able to be restarted in the right place. Now there are 2 balls on the field, are there?
Time's off.
Saints will be in no rush.
Cheers, James.
Good 12-point buffer.
Here's Kalis, driving straight at Senior.
Move! Wait.
Roby, the dummy half. Here is Long. Long to Price. Price then to Wellens. Something building here for St Helens, maybe wide. Wellens went up the middle on his own, halted by 3. Down he goes.
Move!
And he'll play the ball here to Leon Price. He'll go the short side. He finds Roby.
Third.
Roby's halted. Sinfield, Jamie Jones-Buchanan, Luke Burgess in there. Hurt as well. I think he got a bang in the first half, Luke Burgess, didn't he? Fumbled by Long. Fumbled again by Long, and again by Long, and again by Long.
Went backwards on both occasions.
Everything went backwards, yes. He's lucky to get away with that, but he was hurt. Sean Long.
Time off. It's a knock-on. Yeah, it's a knock-on.
Well, Rob Burrow off the field, the number 7 for Leeds, and Sean Long, the number 7 for Saints, with a problem here.
No, stop the clock. No, stop the clock, boys. He dropped it.
Twisted the knee, I feel.
The referee's now said that it's a knock-on, so Leeds are going to get head and feed here.
It's always difficult for the fans and also the viewers to understand that when a man's injured, that, when he releases the ball, it has to be classified as a knock-on, sadly. He's in trouble. I think it is the knee.
And he's coming off the field to be replaced by Cunningham. That's a blow. That is a blow for St Helens.
Roby will go into that half-back position.
It's a bigger blow for St Helens as it was for Leeds to lose Rob Burrow in the first half. Here is Senior now for the champions.
It's not a bad option, you know, for the Rhinos to be a little bit different and deep from within their own half. Is to maybe the chip over the top early, and they've lost possession.
They have, and Cunningham has swooped. That's the 0 tackle. 6 to go from here, and Price at dummy half. And he finds young Matty Ashurst. off the subs bench against Salford last week as well. A hard-running back row forward. This is Flannery.
Second. Move! Luke waits.
Cunningham waits. 10 metres away. As the pass inside. Released by Kalis to Price. And
Lee
the ball
Smith
is
has got
stolen
it.
by Lee Smith.
Boy, that was a try saver. They had him stacked up out wide on that left-hand side. And Lee Smith really has come to the fore on that occasion.
Oh,
yes. Well, Gilmore didn't like being pushed away, and Gilmore has thrown about 5 or 6.
Castleford, you might have seen, just ahead at Hull. And, well, it's not like to say I told you so, but this has been simmering all the way through the match, this.
Well, I'm making the point that there's no love lost between the two sides.
And Lee Gilmore didn't go to Australia. That's probably what's wrong with him there.
Check the first punch, lads. Okay.
Well, Lee Smith, he just pushed out, and well, it was handbags to start with, and then, well, they started putting bricks in the handbag, and it got a bit heavier.
He's belted John Wilkin more than he's hit Lee Smith.
Right, Nick, I'll take your report first.
Well, it was a grapple tackle. There's no two ways about it. Not seen by the official. And heads down, fellas. Heads down. Don't lose your looks.
So, as we're going here, we've got Gilmore retaliating. Therefore, the penalties to Saints.
Is Gilmore pulling the hair?
Well, I'm
Or
not
is
sure.
it the
It's
shirt?
his colour. It's his shirt.
Yeah, it's a combination of both. In the spur of the moment, Eddie, sometimes hair does get caught up in the collar.
Okay, no problem.
Not that I know, but...
The referee wants a word.
You struck out in the tackle, making contact with him. All right, there's then been a retaliation from Gilmore. The penalties against you. Lee?
Penalties against Leeds, I think we've just heard.
Finish with you now. Finish with you. Yeah, he's obviously swung out. You're getting the first penalty. You've retaliated. All right, Kieran, you take control from here now. All right? You can't have any more of that, otherwise we're going to end up with people sat down. Okay? Kev, you need to control them from here, otherwise we're going to end up people sat down.
Well done by the official, Phil Bentham. He's had a fine game.
Just wait.
This isn't over, Eddie.
No, it isn't.
This isn't over.
It is not.
Well, at least the official was calm, cool and collected. Who wants to take it up?
Farsivalou will.
Oh, and he's out. He's out. Farsivalou was out as soon as he hit the deck.
Well, how did he end up in this state? Oh, that's it. Oh, dear. Oh, dear.
That's a shoulder. That's a shoulder.
It's not the elbow.
Top of the shoulder. How brutal is this game?
Yeah, he was out. Farsivalou. Bailey's looking worried, but he needn't be. He said it's a shoulder. He's confirming that fact to the official.
The trouble is, it was off the shoulder, and he's just said it was off the shoulder to his teammates, but the arm did come up, but it was after the contact.
The arms come up because of the leg drive where the shoulders made contact.
Well, it's only natural for the arm to come out when you made that sort of contact. It's nothing you do about it.
Well, the referee with another problem to sort out here.
It's a scrum.
And it's a scrum, he says. Can I just say, by the way, as far as the Rugby Football League and the referees are concerned, the game of rugby league in general, we are privileged to be able to hear what the man in the middle is saying to the players in this game. It is unique. It's unique in sport.
It's called respect. Simple, no other word explains it better.
And you got Murray Farsivalou, what is he, 6'2", 17 stone. Knocks Spark out with a fantastic tackle, all legal, and no one's going anywhere near the referee.
It was only natural that Bentham had to put it on report.
Okay, lads. When we knock on, it's a scrum.
Well, it was a clash of the big boys, and you can see there the claret is flowing.
Okay.
And I think you just, if you could lip read, I think he was asking, who was it? Who did it?
Well, if he returns, look out. He's looking for the registration number of the bus.
Eddie, I did say earlier on that at some point Ryan Bailey is going to get on this field and make a little bit of a nuisance of himself.
No. yourself down now. Okay, Kieran, you're in
Graham's
charge
making
of him.
the points. So is Mr. Cunningham.
James Graham, is eyeballing Ryan Bailey and having a word as they back down in the scrum.
Stay there, lads. Okay.
It's a great game at the KC Stadium. Hull just ahead now. I tell you what, if you pass me that ball, I'd be running out of the ground now.
You drop it. What's up with it? Oh! It's all on now, and it is all on.
Phil Bentham has got the devil's own job here.
He's got to send two, at least, to the sin bin, just to calm it all down. At least he'll let them relax. It's the only option left to him. Nothing wrong with it.
You're experienced enough to
That's what happened on the ground, I think.
What I want you to do is, you need to go and speak to your teams, you need to speak to your team, you need to get it sorted from now, then we can play the game. Okay? Go and speak to him.
Referee's telling the captains to speak to them. It's very, very difficult to speak to them when the pot is boiling.
Well, the first contact by Kieran Cunningham was fair. Maybe he was on the blind side that he gets a grapple tackle after it. Yeah, it does. Yeah.
Who's going to take this one in?
Well, it's Bailey.
Oh, he went round one of his own players.
And look at the tackle on Ryan Bailey. Led by
Sent off
James
to try
Graham.
and get to James Graham, didn't he?
Well, just sit back, and if you can, enjoy this.
Oh, he's given a penalty. Calm it down a little bit. They were offside. Eager to get involved. Well, I wonder how many cups of tea have been spilled to the floor during the last couple of minutes.
Mike, have a look at James Graham in the background. He's beckoning Bailey to come onto him. He's pointing and he's telling him to come this way.
He's shouting at him.
It's Burgess, meanwhile.
First, move.
Jeez, you've got to be brave to play this game. Maguire, senior. I don't think St Helens want to be involved in a bit of a scrap, frankly. Don't think Leeds do either, but here is Sinfield. Whoops.
That was a silly pass. That was a big red cross all over it.
That's a knock-on by Gilmore.
He can't believe it.
I honestly couldn't see how Leeds would get back into this game after what happened in the first half. But the last few minutes have given them a chance.
That was a shocking pass. That really had that big red cross. And
they're emotionally charged here now, and they're at the right part of the field. If Saints overreact, there's going to be a chance for one of these Leeds players to poke over the try line.
If Saints overreact, there's a chance we'll be seeing a red card.
yeah, for either side.
Indeed. Jamie Jones-Buchanan.
Well, we saw Bailey use the dummy runner earlier.
Well, he's gone off for a spell, Mike. Jamie Peacock's now on his place.
And here he is, Peacock.
That's a wise move by McLennan.
Well, Jamie Peacock won't go backwards. Diskin to Sinfield. Sinfield then to Burgess. He's been brave. He's taken it up about 4 times while the temperature has been boiling above 100 degrees. Maguire and Webb and wide to Hall. Brilliant ball. Wonderful try. Ryan Hall. Meanwhile, Bailey is the man who is sitting on the sideline as Ryan Hall goes over for another try in this prolific season that he's having. And the St Helens players are a little rattled. But Leeds have come up with a very important score from Ryan Hall as a result of all that. Try in the grand final against Saints last year. And a try here in 2007 in a victory.
Well, a few of them are running around like headless chooks, but not Maguire and Webb. Beautiful play. See how he utilises Keith Senior, who sucks in 2. Dummy runner, hello, out wide. Gardner looks in absolute disgust because he knows 2 have gone for 1 who wasn't getting the ball. Watch for Senior. 2 come at him, but it's going right across. Ryan Hall, it's game on, it's fight on, it's anything on, it's absolutely wonderful.
Kevin Sinfield to try and add the extras. A brilliant kick from the Leeds skipper. 18-12 at Knowsley Road. And Leeds have got themselves back into this match in a big way.
Well, the biggest thing in a game of this standard is the test of concentration, and St Helens, I think, lost it. Eddie Gardner did not have enough belief or faith in Roby inside him, and Ryan Bailey's pretty happy here now. They're back in the game, just 6 points behind.
They are back in the game.
Stay on, lads.
It's an amazing thing. It looks so simple, but it's the build-up to it. The way that Senior made it look as though he was going to get the reception, but it was Hall that went over for the try. Super stuff. Magnificent.
Great substitution as well, Mike, from Brian McLennan. Peacock on for Bailey, and then Matt Diskin on. He was the man at dummy half, threw the ball out, and there was the extra pivot out wide, Brent Webb, who popped on that final pass.
Third, move, wait, go.
That's Ablett, he plays the ball to Diskin. Here is Peacock, looking for the runners. It was Sinfield, picked up then off him by Jamie Jones-Buchanan.
Move.
This is a point where Mick Potter's get the message out. Look, no silly penalties. Let's just calm down a little bit. Let's try and get good field position, but most important, let's get possession. Grab hold of the ball.
Diskin, it goes up in the air off the boot of Danny Maguire, and Wellens was underneath it. Here now is Gardner. Gardner is grounded, and let's go down to Bill.
Eddie Murray Fasavalou still trying to staunch the flow of blood from his nose after that clattering from Ryan Bailey. I think it's just about coming to an end. Meanwhile, Sean Long, his right knee heavily iced. I don't reckon he's going to be back. Anybody in their right mind will just keep the ice on that knee. And oh, it still hurts a bit, Doc, because I tell you what, it is sizzling. The sparks are flying. I'm just a couple of metres away from the dugout, and the atmosphere, the tension is absolutely unbelievable.
I'm sure it is. This is Roby. And Leeds suddenly have the sniff of something here. Wilkin, the kick. Oh, it's a great kick as well. It just goes touch in goal, and Wheeler came sliding through. It's a 20-metre restart. Wheeler could only been inches away from that.
First.
Just look at this.
Paul James.
Oh, so close, Wheeler. Peacock again for the Rhinos. Diskin, Sinfield, Luluai. Burrow, that's a great sight for the Leeds supporters, he's on his way back. This now is Jamie Jones-Buchanan. 14 explosive minutes in this second half gone. Screams of an appeal from the terraces for forward pass to Sinfield, not given by the referee. Frustration on the terraces. Maguire dabs it over the top and through, and Gardner picks it up. Flicks the ball inside to Wellens, a bit risky, but Wellens hangs on under pressure. Gardner, still Gardner. Ablett stops him. Roby, great tackling. Great tackling by Burrow. Roby.
And you talk about strength there. It's just unbelievable.
And that's how Leeds are slowing down this St Helens blitz play, getting numbers into the tackle. They're getting in squeeze. They're working as hard to turn the man on his back, and they're just taking the sting out of that attack.
Oh, Cunningham. On the last here, Cunningham gives it to Gidley. Gidley will hoist the kick. It was under pressure then from Luluai. Brent Webb takes it brilliantly. Scott Donald.
Can Leeds get out of this quarter?
Jamie Jones-Buchanan trying to get them over that 20-metre mark, which he does on tackle number 3. Down to Bill.
Eddie, another problem for Saints, I think, although he's carrying on out there as though he hasn't got a problem. But James Roby, for some time now, has been just carrying that left shoulder, and he came out of the last tackle he made just holding that, and I think he is in a little bit of discomfort, but he's not going to give this one up.
Neither are Leeds. Burrow passed the ball to Hall. There's Roby just jogging back into the defensive line as Burrow goes in at dummy half, finds Sinfield. Up it goes from Sinfield. And that will skip away off the ground. Don't think Wheeler will have to worry about that. No, he doesn't.
Only just, though. Shepherded it well to the youngster.
Referee wants a controlled restart. Wasn't in position. Now they can start with Graham.
You know, you get the impression that all these players have got a big red bullseye, haven't they, on the front of their chest.
Second, move, go.
Cunningham, Flannery. Good tackle by Senior.
Move.
It's been such a tough game. It'll take a lot out of all of these players. They really have gone at 100 miles an hour, and when it gets to a point where we go into the final quarter, that's when the mistakes come in. Just one little error, just bad position, missed tackle.
That was a great read by Kevin Sinfield. Difficult play to stop when St Helens are pushing hard at the line like that.
This is a great kick. Oh, well played, Brent Webb. Brent Webb had his back to that ball, and he still managed to take it in. It was a high-hanging kick from Leon Price. This is good work from Saints.
Did well, didn't he?
Good defensive work from St Helens. 10 metres made forward and 3 tackles.
This is where you need the ability of a big kicker. Sean Long, Fasavalou. Will he return? It was a big hit from Bailey, wasn't it?
Last tackle here for Leeds. Kick has to be good. He's gone for a 40-20, has he? Oh, and Wheeler has played at it, so he's got to pick it up. He does well.
Good soccer skills there.
Very much so. He's belying his 19 years, isn't he?
Well, Leeds, obviously, Brian McLennan, their coach, feel that he is a bit of a weak link, but I must say, he's played outstanding.
Second.
Turning into some form of a chess game now.
Interesting to watch Leon Price, isn't it, here now? With Sean Long off the field, can he increase his involvement and direction of the side? Will he inject himself more into these 6 tackles?
Go. Well done, Jamie.
Well, it's Gidley.
He's at the backfield just waiting for that quick play of the ball, but it's not coming for him.
Gets it now from Cunningham. Saw a gap, went for it. Lulawai and Diskin closed the door.
This has got to have height on it as well.
Diskin, by the way, has been described by his coach, Brian McLennan, as having a fantastic season. That's not the best kick. Well, he knows that they're just within 6 points now, and there's still 21 minutes remaining.
First.
And you can feel the tempo has turned down somewhat.
Don't forget, we've got Super League Extra Time following the match here, live via the red button. And from this weekend, you can also watch that programme on the internet on skysports.com. Just log on and follow the link.
Go. You're moving, Ryan.
Oops, a bit too fancy.
0. It's going to be 0.
Graham has it for St Helens.
This will be a quick run down on that blind side.
Here goes Paul Clough.
First. Move. Hold careful. Go.
Cunningham dummy half for St Helens. Hargreaves. Bryn Hargreaves driving it in. This is his 30th consecutive appearance.
Nowhere
Gets to
to
his feet eventually.
St Eddie, nowhere to hide out there. Graham with a great burst.
Wants to get on with it, Graham.
Should have been
a
a penalty. Should have been.
Cunningham shrugs Brent Webb off. Price, Flannery, Gidley. Burrow and Senior deal with that threat. Last one here for St Helens. Roby. Price. Up it goes, off the boot of Leon Price. Well claimed.
Still up. Past it.
Confidence there from Scott Donald.
Move.
Eyes on the football. Came loose after he took it.
Go.
And allowed Brent Webb to take the tackle.
Second.
Wilkin on Donald. 18 apiece at the KC Stadium. We have match reports, of course, from there and Salford during Super League extra time.
Go.
Good ball wide, great ball wide that was. Here is Senior. Good tackle, Gardner. Should be a penalty that. Should have been a penalty that. Jamie Jones Buchanan.
He's given a lot of latitude now, is Phil Bentham, probably thinking that, like we are, that they are getting tired.
Outside.
It's been a ferocious pace, this game.
I think Phil Bentham has really appreciated the skills on show from both sets of players tonight.
Here comes St Helens again with Gilmore. Halted though, stopped dead in his tracks by Bailey and Diskin.
Wait.
They've got to share the work, both sides.
Wait. Go. It's all right.
They are out on their feet.
It's been a bruiser, hasn't it?
Oh,
And ferocious.
Second. Move. Hold the 10. Go.
Gilmore with a problem as Hargreaves takes it forward.
Third.
Gets St Helens almost to halfway.
Wait, Kylie.
Cunningham.
Wait. Go.
Graham's on his inside, gets it to Leon Price. Little gap, beautiful ball. Wilkins steps out of the challenges. Wellens wide to Wheeler. Wonderful. Wonderful St Helens try. And Gary Wheeler. Well, they tiptoed through the tulips. St Helens tiptoed through the Leeds defence. Some fantastic passing, some great handling, and young Gary Wheeler. His fourth appearance of the season, his third try of the season. Francis Melly might be back, but he's going to have a job getting back into the team.
tremendous teamwork by St Helens, absolutely superb. And in the build-up to this game, Phil Clark highlighted the one factor about a prop forward. He can offload as well. See how he utilised the dummy runner. Price, superb pass on the inside. Wellens did ever so well, but what about the finish? Absolute superb. It's not all just about sheer strength from the likes of Graham. It was a wonderful pass. You could see how Diskin had come out of the line of defence. It released one man, and it gave this youngster the gap. He'll remember that for a long, long time.
Yeah, that's right. The days of the traditional hooker might be over, but the days of the ball-paying prop are back in fashion. James Graham, Gary Wheeler attempts to convert. Pretty poor effort, really, with the massive distance missed. But I tell you what, Gary Wheeler scored a try on that far wing last week that was disallowed. He is a natural rugby player. Sean Long, the usual goal kicker, sitting off, obviously, with a knee injury. But Gary Wheeler just can play rugby.
That's all it needs. It's a simple pass. They anticipated the big hit. It was going to go from Graham. He didn't. He just fooled him. Offloaded to Price. The rest is history.
22-12, 16 minutes to go. Not over yet. But Gary Wheeler's try edging St Helens towards victory tonight to take away the Leeds 100% record. Now then, what do they have left, the champions, for the next 15 and a half minutes?
Oh, they'll bounce back, don't worry if they can get the opportunity, but they need possession badly now. This is where the kicking game will come into play from the Saints outfit.
Wigan 34, Salford 12, but the Willows. Cunningham to Paul Clough, down on the last tackle. Here's Leon Price to go high again. Swirling around all over the place. Brent Webb on his knees. And then quickly up and at him. Great work from Roby. Referee shouts held. Referee shouts held again. It's going to be a penalty.
Well, that's a great pity, because it was a fantastic tackle before they carried on for an extra couple of seconds. They've got Brent Webb virtually off his feet, and at that point, the moment the feet come off, the referee has to shout held and call a halt to the tackle.
Go.
Didn't get through the brain box of Hargreaves, but yeah, the intensity is still there, and you can see the enthusiasm from Saints. Amazing what a try can do, Paul.
It's given him a real lift. Not that it affects Kieran Cunningham's tackle technique that much, because he hits like that all day, every day.
That was forward.
He picked the crowd, get their reward this time.
And that was Cunningham again, putting the pressure on.
And good work from the touch judge on this side. There's a certain Mr. Peacock that is none too impressed with the man with the whistle, but he really should look at this touch judge here, because he got it absolutely spot on.
And it wasn't a scrum down because of the descent from Jamie Peacock. It's a penalty, and here's another one.
They'll go for two, surely.
Well, Long's off the field, Steve-O. I suppose Wellens can kick, can't he?
Mark, sir, Kieran.
Oh, he's going to tap it.
Well, lads.
They're taking safety first.
Hargreaves.
Oh, that was hard from Peacock. Yeah, give him a facial. Still a bit of fire left in this one.
Go.
Cunningham. Roby. Price, quick hands, too quick. Just lost the momentum there, but Gilmore hangs on for Saints, under pressure from Donald and Maguire. Wellens. The pass to Hargreaves. Cunningham scurries in again, as he's done throughout the 14 seasons of Super League. Price. Delays the pass, Leon Price. Support from Roby. Loses it. Leeds have got it back.
Wonderful play yet again from Leon Price. He's a player that simmers and sometimes gets lost in the real hard knocks of this game, but when it comes to bringing something special, he's done that a few occasions. He's been instrumental in taking him. That's great work as well, but he really has been instrumental in putting this Saints outfit in this pretty strong position.
Burgess. Just on for Lulawai. Great run from Burgess.
Hold Kieran. Go.
Burrow. Oh. Changes directions twice, and again. Followed by Flannery. Brent Webb. Over the top for Ryan Hall to chase. Ball beats everybody.
Not a bad option, but he knows it was a touch too strong. And there's claret flowing all over the place out there.
Wait for his foot, Leeds.
It has been one tough match tonight.
First.
William will take it up again.
Absolute pleasure to watch, Eddie.
Move. Wait.
That's good stuff, isn't it? Really good stuff for a Friday night. Oh, Flannery, wonderful break. He's got Gidley with him. Gidley! All the way for St Helens. That could win it. Gidley's second. Wonderful run from Flannery, supported by Matt Gidley. 17 times he's been capped by Australia. 11 times he's played for New South Wales. Brian McLennan knows that his unbeaten start to the season has just about gone west. Matt Gidley, well, he might be 31. Age might be catching up on him, but look, he loves every minute of this game, and that's his second try tonight against the reigning Super League champions.
What a night for this guy as well. Flannery, you've got to say, has had his best game in the Saints' colours as far as I'm concerned. He's been here, there and everywhere, and he kept his cool. Little Robbie Barrow, he probably not at his best. Tried to go for the ankles. Gidley, straight back on the inside. The big fella took full advantage of a very badly shaken Rob Barrow. A fit Barrow perhaps would have brought down the big fella, but not on this occasion.
But it looks like you score a try, now you take the kick at goal. Because Wheeler had a pot shot when he went over in the corner. Now it's Gidley's turn to try and add the extras. And if this sails over, you really do think that it will be a bridge too far for Leeds, but he's missed it. 26-12, well, 14 points. Probably time is the great enemy for the Rhinos. It should be St Helens night.
It's been a tremendous display from them. Even their own fans were a little bit concerned before the game kicked off, in as much that they weren't so sure. They said that they really had not seen the fast, open, flowing football that they've expected here. But tonight they've got it.
Off Kieran. It's gone back.
Good kick off, and it nearly came up for Jamie Jones-Buchanan. Well, we've talked before the game about these two defences, and prior to tonight, Leeds had only conceded 7 tries. St Helens have pierced them 5 times tonight.
And 2 of those tries, Eddie, oh, that's been dropped by Cunningham. 2 of those tries have really come about by poor defence from the Leeds outfit, but the other 3 from Saints, unstoppable. Incredible rugby league football.
Oh, well done, Maguire finds Peacock. Peacock tries to go around Cunningham. James Graham shunning away. Burrow to Jamie Jones-Buchanan. Webb through the gap for Ryan Hall to chase. And that is Wellens, but he's trapped in goal. It's a goal line dropout coming up. Yet another one.
Amazing.
Third St Helens goal line dropout. Leeds have also had 3.
Amazing positional sense that we get from Paul Wellens. Okay, we know he hasn't got the speed, but he just senses that when the danger is there, look, he gets himself into a good position. And every time he gets the ball, it's as though he builds a big brick wall around him.
He's 5 yards faster in thought than most players, Mike, isn't he? And great line and length from Brent Webb on that kick.
Look at the chase from the goal line dropout by St Helens. There's just a little fumble over on that far side, and Leon Price was in to make the tackle on Lee Smith. Now it's Maguire. Here is Burgess. Burgess looking to offload as well, but just can't get the hands clear.
Bit of a facial from Kalis there.
We're going to South Wales on Sunday. Hope you'll join us for Celtic Crusaders and Wakefield, 7 o'clock. Sky Sports 1 HD1. Here is Diskin. Oh, it's opened up for Diskin. Momentarily it did. Oh, Cunningham wrestled into the floor. Oh, Bailey's at it again. What did you say, Paul, before the match, that Bailey would come on and cause a spot of angst?
Just likes to make a little bit of a nuisance himself. Legitimate shot, you know, the ball was still active. The man could have got up and played it, moved it on. And that's his mission in life. He just needs to get amongst players, and he always caused a little bit of an upset.
Certainly did.
I'll say Phil Bentham's done a good job tonight. What's he going to say now?
You're going in with too much force. Now there's a swinging arm. Okay, just put your hands on him. That's all you have to do. You're swinging arm too much force.
It's a penalty.
Swinging arm.
Too much force.
Lads, don't all come in. Don't all come in.
Well, he's allowed to tackle him. It's
No, he's done absolutely nothing wrong there, Mike, has he?
he's allowed to tackle
Well, the
him.
shoulder's in. You know, he's dropping down with the shoulder, and that's what Phil Bentham. That's what Phil Bentham didn't like.
Yeah, but you put the shoulder into a man's into a man's body.
Even when he's lying prone on the deck.
Well, I don't think the tackle had been affected.
I think the referee has just diffused another possible situation. I think that's what that's about.
He's nearly taken his shirt off Roby's back. In fact, he has just about.
A lot of these players look for memorabilia.
And Castleford are ahead. A Sherwin drop goal from all accounts. What a contest up there. And Hull, of course, with Leeds seemingly on the way to defeat, would be hoping to win that match and go clear at the top themselves. Such is the twists and turns of Super League. It's a ripping match, this.
Let's go.
What a game this has been. Bailey ripped the number. Well, whilst all that was going on, it's Chris Flannery kept his cool, and it was a beautiful kick into the corner. He said, let's get out of here and just apply the pressure.
Senior plays the ball quickly. Ryan Hall
Second. Move. Wait. Go.
Disc into Peacock.
Third.
Got to keep a sharp eye out as Phil Bentham now, because there's a couple out there, they're looking for squared ups.
Maguire. Wide they go to Smith. Smith wide to Donald. Donald is down the line. Oh, the pass inside was read by Gary Wheeler.
Didn't he take it well?
It was a great tackle by Wellens.
Gilmore did well to scramble across, and he's injured. He's walked off the field of play, I think.
Move. Hold. Go.
Yeah, Gilmore has pulled maybe a hamstring or
Move. Go.
some strain. He's in trouble.
Leaves the field with less than 5 to go. I think he knows as well this game is won, just about.
Move. And hold. Go.
Right to Gidley. Over the top, picked up by Hargreaves. This is Wellens.
Always willing, isn't he, Paul Wellens? He puts himself in a position where he knows the forwards are tired. Leon Price, great kick. Tremendous kick. He won't mind whether it's gone dead in goal. Gives his chance for his teammates to line up on that 25-metre line.
Wait. Go. Yeah. First.
This is Lee Smith.
Hold. Go.
Bailey. Bailey. Ooh, there comes Graham.
Bailey went looking, but he only took a step forward. Didn't go any further.
Brent Webb. Wide to Ryan Hall. Hall. Kick over the top for Senior to chase. And off Wellens it goes behind for a goal line dropout. Yet another.
They are out on their feet. Every single player that's been involved tonight. Senior harassing the full-back. Bang. Still moving. Tackle not completed.
Oh.
It is now. Boy, that does your rib cage the world of good.
And he ended in the in-goal, chasing down with Paul Wellens to stop the kick on the last play.
That's been a feature tonight, is the ability for the St. Helens, especially the forwards, work hard. Without doubt, it's been their best performance this season. Mick Potter, their new coach, will be very pleased indeed.
This is Keith Senior.
Move. Hold here. Go.
And Castleford have beaten Hull.
Second.
And Wigan have beaten Salford.
4 feet. Go.
What a win for Castleford at Hull. The two leaders of the Super League have been beaten tonight. So St. Helens will be up there with them. Bailey has made a porridge of it. He has brought them back. The referee will bring them back for a penalty to Leeds.
What? Offside down here, Leon Price.
They still haven't realised that.
Leon's offside. Leon Price is offside.
Well, they must have got them for offside, surely. They must have deemed that someone was offside.
No. Go get Leon Price back.
He made a real porridge of it, and Harry Wheeler got the boot to it.
No.
Well, consolation, could it be?
Right, now we can get on with it with Maguire. And that's Luke Burgess.
First, 2 feet. Wait.
We're about to enter the last minute as Burrow finds Senior, and Senior goes through the gap and will score for the Rhinos. Second try for Keith Senior tonight. Hadn't scored this season until this evening, and Keith Senior comes up with 2 in a defeat.
On the 10,
Keith Senior with the try makes it closer still between these two great rivals, and what a match, what a contest, what a scrap it has been from start to finish.
Well, it probably makes the deficit look a little easier, but I tell you what, St. Helens have been by far the strongest side. A strong player though near the line is Keith Senior. Very difficult to stop here. Shifting it wide, he puts himself between 2 players, pushes off Roby through inside of Gidley and scores. A little bit of satisfaction for the Rhinos, but they know they have been second best here tonight.
Keith Senior's try, and Kevin Sinfield now to try and add the extras. There is no unbeaten record now, by the way, in Super League. Castleford have beaten Hull, Saints have beaten Leeds, so the 200%ers have gone west. And Sinfield adds the extra 2. 26 points to 18. And there's the final siren, and that will do. And I bet the players are relieved to be leaving the field, because this has been a boiling match. It's been played with a little bit of feeling, let's put it no stronger than that.
Eddie, they'll may meet several more times this year, and it's 1-0 at the moment to St Helens, but Leeds will bounce back. Good handshakes between all the players. It's been played ferociously, but with a good spirit as an undercurrent, and all the players must be complimented for that. James Graham, again, amongst many of the St Helens players who were at the top of the game here tonight. They knew if they wanted to win, begin this rivalry ahead in 2009, they had to be very strong defensively and equally skillful when in attack.